What is up, YouTube? Today we're going to be going over another money play found in the New Orleans Saints offensive playbook. We're going to be going back into empty. Now stay tuned towards the end of this video, and we'll be talking about two different ways you guys can go ahead and block the 4-man blitz out of the 1-4-6. So in this formation, we're going to be going into empty Y8. The play that we're going to be using is Saints fork. So let's go ahead and kick it off with a cover 3 and a cover 4, whether it be drop, palms, or quarters. So let's start off in a cover 3 sky. For both all varieties of cover 4 and all varieties of cover 3, you want to make sure that the tight end is on the short side of the field. So be sure that you have the ball on the right hash mark to begin with, or if you just need to flip it, whatever it may be. So right here, pretty easy. What we're going to do, there's two different things you can do. You can put B on a slant or B on a drag. In a cover 3 and a cover 4 drop, I like to put B on a drag and X on a curl, because it's going to force the curl flat defender to either guard the curl or to guard the drag. Again, it's just high-lows across the middle of the field and both sidelines. So force the user to guard all of this stuff. Like always, you can hit the rollout corner from D-Hop. You can hit Julio Jones on this post route, especially against the cover 3. Or if they use the post, you can hit the drag underneath. So we'll snap this ball. Let's just make a read. I'm going to look for a Y real fast. Pass lead it to the inside and down. And you can see right there, bang, dot for an easy completion. So really simple. Let's just go ahead and do this one more time. This time we're going to look for D-Hop on the sideline. I'm not going to roll out right here. You can see right there, with not even having to roll out, you can hit it on the sideline. Again, easy dot. And that's against the safety as well. The drag, pretty simple and pretty obvious. You can hit that a little bit later because the hook curl, the first one's going to play slightly better. You can see again, gain of about 5-6 yards roughly. You guys get the idea. So now let's go ahead and switch over to cover 4 drop show 2. So now that we're in a cover 4 drop show 2, we'll set this up the same exact way. X on a curl, B on a drag, look for Y. Y in this case is going to be a lot tighter of a window because the inside quarters are going to play him so well. The window you're going to be looking for is when he gets in between these two and underneath Patrick Chung. So basically, if I move Jason McCourty, you're going to be looking for him roughly right around here-ish, more or less. Again, it's a small window. If you notice our user uses it, well, take the underneath stuff almost every single time. This corner, same thing. This is the same exact thing as a cover 3. We'll snap the ball. I'm going to go ahead and take this drag because I was still clicked on to the linebacker right there. We're going to click off the linebacker this time so he actually play his proper zone. And then we'll set this up again. B on a drag, X on a curl. Snap the ball and just make a good read. We'll low point past that. Bang. You can see right there. The window we were talking about, teeny tiny window, but if you low point past that, it's going to be easy completion. Now, like last time, D-Hop, roll out, or stand from the pocket, throw the corner out, bang, dot. Because it's a linebacker, they're not going to be able to cover it because that's how Madden 20 is. So that's cover 4 quarter, cover 4 drop, and a cover 3, whether it be match, cloud, sky, you name it, it's going to play the exact same. So now let's talk about cover 4 quarters. Get into a little bit of match defense. So again, empty Y Saints fork. We'll go ahead and put X on a curl, B on a drag, and just force a high-low read. Now this quarters, especially this quarter flat right here, is going to play surprisingly well with Julio Jones. Though you can make the read late, it is somewhat of a risky throw to try. So right here, I know I can hit the drag. I know I can hit DeAndre Hopkins. The curl, you could change it into a comeback route and get absolute money against it, especially if it has like comeback curl elite or whatever that thing is called. But we'll look for whoever's going to get open in this situation. I know right there, as soon as B passes the through hook, you can hit that. As I was talking about, Julio Jones with a low point pass, risky throw, but sometimes you can get away with it. This is why cover 4 quarters can get so annoying, because sometimes the guy just comes in free, sometimes he doesn't. That time it seems like he did. Right there, bang, low point pass it, you can see dot. You do need post flag elite for that to work. If you don't have post flag elite, he's not going to get any sort of separation. Now, I don't know why all of a sudden they just decide to come down to the gap, but EA Sports, it's in the game. We'll go ahead. Wow, we got a cut block right there, and they just like sent the house. Bang, dot, roll out corner. You guys know the name of the game. Nothing new with that. Nothing different between cover 4 drop, 3 quarters. Let's talk about palms. Let's go into this big nickel over G. It's going to be a few times down, cover 4 palms. I wish recent play worked in practice mode, but alas, nothing works in this game. So Saints fork. Let's just go ahead and set this up like we usually would. Drag B, curl route X. So right there, post flag elite, very helpful in this situation, and it's going to be extremely helpful against man defense because you can see the separation that they get between the two. If you do not post flag elite, you're going to be crying yourself to sleep. So right there, bang, again, post flag elite, this time for a 1-play touchdown against cover 4 palms. If you do not have post flag, it's not going to get open whatsoever. So that's why I recommend having 2 post flags on your wide receivers. Otherwise, well, you're not going to get nearly as much separation between the defender and the receiver. So we'll set this up one more time. I'm going to go and change X into a comeback route. Snap this ball since he's going to convert to man coverage. He should get open. You can see right there, bang, comeback route, easy dot because it's man. Oftentimes, comeback routes beat man coverage, though not always. In this case, a running back was able to beat a corner because it's a comeback route with match defense. It just seems to work a little bit better than it does against man coverage. So right there, pretty simple. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes. We're going to talk about 2 different ways you guys can block the 1-4-6 blitz. So we'll come on the big dom 1-4-6 DB sting to buzz. Everybody knows how it's played. There's nothing new, but we're going to show you guys first what happens when you really don't try to block this. In 5 wide, if somebody comes on 5 wide against me, I'm coming on 1-4-6 every single time until they can show me that they know how to block it. So right here, we're not doing anything. This is a 4-man rush against 5 blockers. We'll snap this ball, and generally speaking, you'll get absolutely screamed at. That time, we actually get a little bailed out by EA, and the blitz gets picked up. Again, practice mode versus in-game. I've never seen this work like this so well in my entire Madden 20 career of hatred. So again, snap the ball. Come on, scream at us. There we go. We go ahead and we shake off a tackle. EA is just holding our hand right now. But most times it's going to come through clean, and most times you're going to take a sack. So the first way, and this is similar to what the empty trio was like, is as we go ahead and eyeball to cover to sink, move this guy in on the contain. In the empty trio, what we would go ahead and do is we would double team this guy and ID this guy. This is one way that you can set it up, and from here you're going to go ahead and just attack it like you would a basic cover 2 by putting B on a slant. And instead you want to have actually the ball on this side of the field if you're going against a cover 2 repeatedly again and again. So audible, move this guy in, contain, move this guy out, do something like that. I don't really know. Let's hop off high tower and put B on a slant, and then we'll double team this guy. Whoops, wrong guy. Double team him, ID, and then step up. You can see right there, bang, easy dot for a completion, almost a 1-play touchdown because they don't put a middle third out there. So take advantage of that. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait for the slant to get open over the top of a soft squat with a pass lead straight up. So that's one way that we can block this. The next way, you have to know where they're sending it from. Now, if people legitimately suck at this game and they think sending 7 against 5 wide is the way to dominate, well, like last video, hitches galore and you're gonna have somebody open. That's just a guarantee, no matter what kind of adjustments they may do. So in this situation, we know that in a cover 2 sink, as we audible to it, we bring this guy in, right? We can go ahead and put him in contain and move this guy out. This is the other way that you can go ahead and block this. What you want to do is put your tight end on a delay fade. The problem with this is it does take away that little bench on the left side with the corner out and the flat route. And so just be aware of that. And then next, you want to go ahead and set it up as if it's a regular old cover 2 right here. Bang, Y on a slant, keep X on this little spot route. Snap the ball, and you can see right there, we pick it up fairly easily. In fact, we're able to pass lead it straight up. That time, the soft squat plays it really well. Wow. Plays it really well, but you can hit that the little spot route underneath with a low point pass for an easy game. So that's 2 different ways you guys can block this blitz. Again, one requires that you flip the entire play if you know where it's coming from. If they're just sending 7 at you, just send people on routes. There's really no reason that you shouldn't be sending more people on routes, because when they send 7, either Julio Jones or D-Hop is going to get wide open, or even Williams if you have the time. Mutt's a little different because everybody has 99 speed, 99 acceleration, 99 zone, 99 everything. It's ridiculous at this point of the year. So be careful about that. But for the most part, you're going to be looking to just split the user between either corner or post. He's going to have to choose. Or you can send your tight end on a streak and just really flood the middle of the field, force them to adjust, and send less pressure. So that's going to take care of this video. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure you hit that subscribe button. And until next time, get in the lab. This has been T-Meister. See ya.